Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
The top 10 best Genshin Impact characters you should use. Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Pushpins. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play gacha role-playing game that just came out last month and has taken the world by storm. The game features a large and beautiful open world that is often compared to the Breath of the Wild, featuring multiple different locations that are filled with a long list of single-player and multiplayer content. With 24 playable characters to control, it can be hard to decide which ones are the best. That's why we're here to save you time. These are the top 10 best Genshin Impact characters you should use. Do you want to win any of the items you see on your screen? All you have to do is watch the whole video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. Good luck! Number 10. Chongyun. In a combat system that is all about strategizing cooldown times and elements, Chongyun is a great choice. His main ability includes Cryo Explosions, and it only needs 15 seconds of cooldown time, and his Frost Field, which adds additional cryo damage to all basic attacks, lasts 10 full seconds. His ultimate, on the other hand, only costs 40 energy, and summons 3 Spirit Blades that crash one after the other and launches enemies into the air. The low energy required from most of his strong attacks, and a small cooldown timer required make him one of the best offensive characters in the game. Number 9. Razor. Razor is a great character, but takes more resource management than most of the other characters in the game. One of the best things about him is the fact that the activation of his main Claw and Thunder ability and Electro Sigil begins floating around him. As he is charged further, the number of the sigils increase and indicate how much damage he will inflict in his attacks. This boosts the recharge rate and makes his ultimate available faster than most characters, and when you do use his ultimate, you gain an electric companion in the form of a wolf that copies your movement and attacks, but with double the damage thanks to the inclusion of the electric element. If you can manage the sigils like a resource, Razor can be one of the most useful characters in the entire game. Number 8. Xiangling.
My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. I'm much better at cooking than navigating.
Xiangling is one of the characters that you can call an all-arounder, which means that if you can't make up your mind on which class is best for you, then a character like Xiangling is the best way to go thanks to her flexibility. She has quick and effective spear attacks. Her main abilities include pyro element attacks that spread out like a circular flamethrower, which helps with attacking multiple enemies at once. The icing on the cake here is her ultimate, which forms a tornado of fire around her that deals a great deal of damage to specific targets while generally keeping you safe from nearby enemies as well. With the perfect blend of offense and defense, she's a good starting character that can be mastered for more complicated use. Number 7. Barbara.
I'll protect us! Oh, yeah!
Barbara is known to be one of the characters you're most likely to get early on in the game, and she belongs to the healing class. Her hydro elemental abilities heal the teammates around her if you swap to them while the abilities are active, and you can even heal your co-op buddies in multiplayer with her normal attacks, which can be charged further for more health points. Her Let the Show Begin ability also makes the enemies wet, which allows you to attack them further in a vulnerable state. Lastly, her ultimate, Shining Miracle, is a major rain of health points for everyone that is a part of your team, providing around 20% of health to the 4 members and costs only as little as 80 energy. She is one of the best supporting characters and a major asset to any squad, whether in single player or co-op. Number 6. Mona.
I am astrologist Mona Magistus, meaning the great astrologist Mona.
One of the biggest things that makes Mona stand out is the fact that, unlike most other characters, her taunt ability inflicts hydro damage and explodes when the time runs out, which gives it two different qualities. She has a very effective crowd controlling ability, which is used by holding down on the button, which sends an attack towards her location but teleports her away from it. Her ultimate ability summons an attack that covers a large radius around her, which immobilizes the smaller enemies around her by putting them into bubbles, while the stronger ones become wet. And on top of that, an omen is applied on each enemy, which gives you a damage bonus as well. If all of that wasn't enough, her sprinting animation puts her below the ground, which stops enemies from hitting her, and even walk on water. Number 5. Jean. Jean is one of the most important crowd control characters, as her charged basic attacks can send enemies flying into the air, and that carries on to her main ability, which launches enemies into the air by summoning a small storm. The storm further deals air damage to the enemies caught up in it, and you can even move the storm around to damage enemies of your choice. Her ultimate is one of the best combos of offense and defensive attributes in the same move, as it both sends the enemies flying and heals Jean and the rest of the party members for a decent amount of health points. If you're surrounded by enemies and also low on health, Jean is one of the best characters to have by your side. Number 4. Qiqi.
I am Qiqi. I am a zombie, and I forgot what comes next.
Qiqi is a very useful support character, and definitely one of the best in the game. Her main ability lasts 15 seconds and provides damage within a small radius around the player wherever they go. And every attack done within this period provides the healing of health points for everyone in the party, including herself. Her ultimate is very similar to her main ability, as it summons a seal, and, you guessed it, covers a small radius around her and provides cryo damage to those in reach. And additionally, any party member that attacks one of the enemies marked by the seals gets healed as well. So it makes her a useful crowd control character too. Number 3. Fischl.
有业净土之名，自辱深眠。
Whether it's a refined tier list from an expert or one made by the community, you will always find Fischl in the top 5. And that's for a good reason, because she is a character gifted with many options. Using the bow, she has the ability to keep her enemies at bay without getting too close to them. And she can use her Knight Rider ability to summon a raven that attacks the enemies that manage to get close to her, keeping her in a good defensive position. Her electric attacks are extremely quick and also powerful, and making combos with her is easier than with most other characters. As if that wasn't enough, her ultimate ability allows you to turn into a raven itself, and she can move extremely fast and automatically hit every enemy close to her with strikes of lightning. This can both be useful as a general offensive technique or to get out of a crowd with enemies and repositioning yourself. If you are someone who prefers doing the job from a distance, you can consider Fischl your sniper. Number 2. Deluca. Some would argue that Deluca is number 1, and some would put him a bit lower down on the list, but no one can disagree that he is one of the most powerful characters in the Genshin Impact. His main ability is very good, which is a simple slash that deals a great deal of pyro damage and can even be used 3 times in a row, while his ultimate knocks all enemies backwards, and then the area around him explodes into a giant pyro attack, damaging the enemies pushed back greatly. His straightforward but powerful offensive abilities make him a great combo to be used with characters like Venti and Jean, which can launch enemies into the air, and then you can switch back to Deluca and attack them with his ultimate. Number 1. Venti.
Here we go!
While the topic of who really deserves to be on the number 1 spot of the top 10 best Genshin characters is debatable, it is undeniable that Venti deserves a very high spot on any tier list for the game. His elemental skill Skyward Sonnet allows him to summon a large burst of wind that launches and holds his enemies in the air. And then you can use his ultimate ability, Wind's Grand Ode, as a combo in which he fires a powerful arrow that draws enemies close and deals continuous damage in the air. With the ultimate lasting 8 seconds, Venti can deal a great amount of damage to his enemies before they die or fall down, not to mention the fact that he can swing up to a total of 10 enemies with a single combo. He's a very useful character, and that can be paired easily with other characters in the game such as Deluca. As Venti launches enemies into the air, Deluca can use his ultimate to attack them with his Phoenix. Venti can also perform combos with characters like Jean, who launch enemies airborne by using the arrows from his ultimate and attacking them as they're above in the air. With such powerful abilities and the flexibility of being able to perform different types of combos with other powerful characters, Venti is worthy of the #1 spot on this list. Those are the top 10 Genshin Impact characters you should use in the game. Did your favorite character make their way onto this list? Did we leave out any important characters that we should have been in the top 10? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Gaming Pushpins for more quality content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.